This is Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Will it crash edition? So we just had another crash. And now we're starting again. We're gonna do this statue thing again.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her my brother and don't think I got black ichor right up and half dead.
Is her voice acting over the top of her other voice acting?
Why are you so... Makes me think I can't risk straying when I got a duty to... Yeah, lay it on me. I was born now with a... But the more I gather, the more... Not yet. God has shown me that You'd ask me to turn my back on my god? Eothas, he's the ripeness. That lumber and hunger, he died. So he can't be Eothas anymore. Death changes every soul, even a god's.
Baldur is so sick of this shit. Did you find anything fun down there? Well, I found lots of undead to fight. And I don't think we got any loot to speak of. Crashed once for you in 30 hours? Oh man, it's crashed a lot of times for me. During my 24-hour stream alone, it crashed like easy 10 times.
And if it doesn't, it should.
Remind me again the difference between Gone and Eothas.
Eothas is dead, and Gone is the death before life. He's the ripeness before the fall.
Fair enough. The Dawn Stars are all about goodness and light. Why are you so concerned with death and darkness? She's an edgelord.
Why do you think the god of rebirth held an aspect of death within him? You can't have life without dying.
That's true.
There ain't no beginning without a prior ending. Ain't no day without night. No spring without fall. You can't grow crops if you never harvest for seeds.
Well, we came here to cleanse your soul.
Alright. Yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense.
In before something goes horribly wrong. Kneeling before the statue of Gone, Shodi set her lantern between her knees. Head bowed, she presses both palms to the copper cage. A low chant lilts from her lips. As it grows louder, the light from her lantern glows brighter, as does the lantern that the statue of Gone holds in one skeletal hand. The two lights pulse in rhythm with the chant, resonating with each other. Twin heartbeats that pound faster and stronger until the light from Gone's lantern bursts outward in a shower of violet-hued rays. The essence bathes Shodi's bent form, making her jolt upright as a cry escapes her.
Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed for sure.
Shodi offers you a half-smile as she retrieves her lantern, trembling fingers curling against the gleaming metal cage. Alright, Pallegina is a little too disapproving of this shit. Pallegina's starting to be like Morrigan in Dragon Age Origins. She just disapproves of everything. She's like disapprovals per minute is reaching Morrigan levels here. Gone's early light.
Let's just hope it lasts, because my lantern feels as heavy as ever, full to brimming with essence, like dark water spilling over my mind.
I guess we'll be off then.
Alright, I'll be right behind you.
She's got a blessing.
Watcher, I was wondering if I could run something by you.
She's trying to raise her DPS, disapprovals per second. Religion just ruffles her feathers, yeah. It's a real burden on her. What's on your mind, Shooty?
More of a who than a what. You might say a certain Eothasian who sometimes eschews the light, but's got a kind heart and a good head on his shoulders.
Her cheeks pinken. You and Adair seem to be getting along well.
You reckon so?
He slants you a sly grin. It's pretty egregious. Oh god. A real albatross around her neck. Oh my god. She has a real talent for showing her disapproval of religion.
I mean...
Gaze downcast, Shodi sighs. The tip of her tongue, a peak of dusky rose, dabs at the corner of her mouth, leaving a glimmer of wetness.
He's a right fine fella. Kind, too. But a little old.
Hands off Adair's mine? You care for him, don't you?
I do. I tried not to, but I can't hardly help it.
She rushes through the confession with a soft blush and a nod.
He's just so considerate and nice. If not to me, then everyone else. And he's so darn big and strong. I know my pa would have liked him. Problem is, I think he doesn't much like me, Watcher.
Have you shown him your charms? Why would you think that?
Aside from the fact that every time I talk to him, he shoots me down?
She grins crookedly, somehow looking both abashed and amused.
One night, while everyone was sleeping.
Adair nods in agreement. Go on.
I might have borrowed a bottle of rum and shook him awake. I thought he'd be more open to talk by the light of my lantern. You know, if it was just the two of us. He looked at me like I was a scorpion that had crawled into his sleeping bag.
He's amused by this story, apparently.
What should I do? You'll help me, Watcher, won't you?
You should probably pester him to talk more about Eothas and the Saints' War, or his dead brother. Lords of the Fallen Game of the Year edition. I don't know anybody that called Lords of the Fallen Game of the Year, but I guess you can call your shit Game of the Year edition if you want. $4.76 on Humble Bundle. I'd say get it. I think it's a pretty cool game. I had fun with it. Keep at it. That's all you can do for now. A fierceness sharpens Shodi's features. It vibrates through the set of her shoulders, the jut of her hip, and for a moment her lantern seems to rattle with it in determination on its holster clip.
True enough. Even I know you can't catch a stag if you don't hunt. I'll try my gone darnest. I can promise you that. I just...
My gone darndest? Really? Gone damn it. As if unable to help herself, she beams you a bright and hopeful smile.
I hope you're right. Tell me what's on your mind.
I'd like to know what's on your mind. She toes at the ground, scraping one boot back and forth. Her shoulders rise and then fall in a hesitant shrug.
Actually, forget it. Forget I ever thought to bring it up. Yeah.
Seriously?
Never you mind, Watcher. I mean it.
A muscle ticks along her grinding jaw. Shoulders squared, she sets off.
Yeah?
Adrift in a waking dream, Shodi sways on her feet, sweating, muscles quivering. She whimpers low in her throat. Watch her hallucinate. But maybe I shouldn't interrupt it. I will watch her hallucinate. Her chest rises and falls faster and deeper until she's very nearly heaving. Eyes wide and terrified, she chokes back a shriek, but then the vision seems to wane. She calms, confused eyes searching your face.
Reckon that's the first time I ever bore witness to my own demise. It was not pretty.
She worries her bottom lip with her teeth.
Never woke with such a driving need for reaping before. It's making my hands shake.
Need to reap. Maybe the desire would ebb if you killed someone close to us. I think you should murder Pallegina. The two of you should fight. Oh, Pallegina would fucking destroy Shodi, though. Destroy her. Didn't the cleansing work?
It did for a while, but then it wore off. All this essence I've gathered, it soaked the blessing right up. Left me with hardly none.
But you just got the blessing like 5 minutes ago. You're losing your light to the darkness. Rekindle it by helping the living. She sucks in a deep breath.
You sound like my high priestess Samhain. She never shuts up about the living, when she ought to worry more about the dead. Seems the more souls I gather, the better I see Gaun's will, and the less I get a wink of sleep.
Your nightmares are getting worse.
Night or day, sleep or waking. It's getting harder to tell what's real from what's just yet to come. There is something I'm meant to do, though, once I gather enough souls.
Aloth flashes a quick, pleased glance. He loves him some dutifulness.
Us Gaunites, we're supposed to shepherd lost souls, not just gather them. The harvesting's only the first part.
What, pray tell, is the second part?
If I were to dump the souls, it might make me dream less, like before. Or, darn it, who knows?
Dump the souls. Doesn't sound like something particularly fucking holy to do. Ah, sorry, I had to dump these souls. Like, I dumped you into the afterlife.
Maybe it'd just make it all worse. Either way, I've got to find my purpose.
Hashtag dump the souls. She turns her face away, bottom lip trembling. Slowly, her fingers reach for the hem of your shirt. She rubs the pads of her fingers over it, holding to you in the lightest of touches. Oh, at first I read that and I'm like, is she just wiping off her hands on my shirt? But no, that's not quite what she's doing. Aloth nods, a quiet smile etched across his lips.
Will you help me, Watcher?
Yes. I will help you.
I was hoping you might would. Sometimes I feel like, with you by my side, I can stand against gods.
Pallegina shakes her head and adjusts her clothing. I would think Pallegina would like the idea of standing against gods. That's like right up Pallegina's alley. We'll find an Audra vein and, quote, dump the souls. Gave the souls to the anim- Oh, hell no. All they're gonna do with those souls is make a bunch of fucking undead abominations that run out of control, murdering everyone, and the Animator's gonna be like, oh, sorry, our bad. Keeping them would make you a better priestess. We'll find an Audra vein and release your burden. It's the best way to ensure the souls reach the beyond.
It'll need to be a potent source to overpower the draw of my lantern. It's gotta be luminous for sure.
She nods, clearly devising a plan of action. Sir, Pallegina suggests you just wing it. Nice. Nice. At this point, with all this religion going on, I don't think Pallegina knows whether or not she should stay with the group. Considering how many religious people are in this group, and then there's Pallegina, one might call us a wing and a prayer. She nods, clearly devising a plan of action.
That's one problem solved. But what about the itty-bitty issue regarding the god of rebirth not actually being in hell? The souls will make it safely, but who's to see to their proper reseeding?
Are we forgetting that Bareth exists? Isn't Bareth the god of the fucking souls going to the wheel? I mean, Eothas is cool and all, but there are other gods that have jobs too.
This is a huge risk of Eora's balance. You really trust Malgrin not to rebirth Eothasians as warriors of the flame? Think Galawain won't be greedy?
Ah, now we're talking shit about gods, and Pallegina's happy. Pallegina tips her head up and smiles.
Gone aside, the gods' past actions don't instill me with the greatest confidence.
What? How do I not have enough religion? I mean, I've got mad party assist going on right now. Well, unfortunately, most of my party assist on religion comes from Shodi. So maybe I don't get her party assist on religion when talking to her. I guess that makes sense. Shodi shouldn't have to grin and Bareth all on her own. No, we're not giving the souls to the Animancers. What else would you propose?
Normally, I'd simply safekeep them until the god of rebirth could return to hell. But...
Are you serious? My only option is to say souls to the Animancers? How do I not have enough religion? I guess, what if we gave the souls to the Animancers? They've made gains in reproducing the cycle of rebirth.
Put my flock into the hands of experimenters? How can we trust they'd be successful? Or hell, even to be well-meaning in their intent?
I agree, let's not do this. You have fucking convinced me. Oh, pro-animancy. Pallegina liked that. She holds up her hand, rubbing the tip of her middle finger against her thumb and nodding. What does that even mean? Who does something like that?
Just the thought's making my shoulders twitch. You sure about this?
No, this is a horrible idea. It is the worst idea. But now I'm all in. Now I gotta pretend like my character thinks this is a good idea. You harvest the souls, the Animancers replant them. It's a new cycle, one that'll work. No, everything the Animancers have ever done, basically, has turned out awful. We're literally just giving them monstrosity creation fuel. What's up, Brad? Thank you so much for the host. Text TV in the house. If you guys aren't following Text TV, you should be. Brad's a great guy. Alright. How you doing, Brad? How was your stream?
You're right. What if there's no one left to release the souls from the lantern after the darkness has come and Eora's recovered?
It is weird well, there was an option if you had 5 religion. But I don't have 5 religion. I've been focused on other things. Because I was relying on Shodi's religion to buff my religion in party assist. But apparently not when you're talking to her. You waiting for your new PC parts? Can't wait. Oh, are you building a whole new PC, Brad? What kind of stuff you got coming? Palagina nods, the corners of her mouth turning to a fate grin. She likes this pro-animancy shit.
The gods will survive, but Kithkind may not.
She sighs, rubbing tiredly at the spot between her eyes.
Guess that settles it then. Find me an animancer, and we'll try it.
Seems like such a bad idea. She nods once before turning away. Well, she got a blessing. Dawn starts blessing. Look, her religion is insane. It's 12. So if I was getting party assist, I'd be fine, because my religion is already 3. So with party assist, I would definitely get that 5, but unfortunately, I guess I'm not allowed to get party assist from her in a conversation with her. The quest description at this point kind of spoils main story development, so I suggest you don't read it. Really? That's good to know. You got 16 gigs of Patriot 3200 megahertz and an Asus ROG Strix 1070 OC 8 gig. Nice. That sounds real good. So much better than my computer. I have a friend that isn't using it. Oh wow. So he's just giving it to you. That's rad. Now you gotta read it. Well, I mean, like, I'm not actually reading it right now. I'm just like... I'm just scanning. Wait, so it says optionally I can take her to a luminous Audra pillar. And I do know where one is. Why don't I try taking her there instead of to the Animancers?
Well, hey, tell me what's on your mind. They're there, and sometimes it's
Okay, that's what she always says. You got anything to say about this? No? You got anything to say about this?
Yes, you only have to ask.
You got anything to say about this?
Hey, look who it is.
Okay, we're done here then. How my reputation's looking? Basically the same as before. Aloth and Palagina still don't like me. I don't know what that achievement I got was for. Maximize positive relationship with a companion, it says. But it doesn't look like anything's maximized here. It just says 1, and it's got one little bar thing. So either that achievement was bugged out, or this isn't displaying the proper, you know, amount of status or whatever. And if it's not displaying hers properly, it could be completely wrong displaying everyone else's. What's up, Photon Joker? How you doing?
Certainly. Uh-huh. How might I help you now?
No, you can't. We're out of here.
How may I help?
Yes?
You gotta dare to -1 with me over animal cruelty, and the game gave me a stern warning? Really? Check your allies' bonds, they count too, I think. I don't know, I don't understand how the whole reputation system works in this game. It seems very confusing to me. I guess it will just play out the way it plays out. I think I need to go talk to the prince now.
You know how I've been saying there's nothing more important to me than us freeing you from Bareth's bonds?
I don't remember you ever saying that, Adair.
Well, I meant that. I did.
Adair's breath lingers in his chest and his mouth hangs ajar, throwing his statement into immediate doubt. Oh, now Adair's like gonna be like, well, now I don't give a shit about that because something else is more important.
But there's this other thing I need to see about. On the way, like. I was gonna tell you.
Hamburglar. Why not? I use you for my ends all the time. Start talking.
This woman, well, love's not the right word. But she was something to me once, back in Gilded Vale.
He pauses. Yeah, and now she's got your kid. I understand how these things work.
Once Theos was gone, there wasn't much keeping me in Deerwood. Thought I'd be happier in Adir, where my folks had gone. It was nice seeing them again. Been almost since the war.
Seriously? Another crash? Are you fucking serious right now? It's fucking serious right now.